All right. Welcome, everybody. We're going to start our garden tour. It is June 23rd, so it's been a little bit over 2 weeks since the last time. I think it's almost been 3 weeks since I did an update, but a lot of updates. So, my snapdragons that I planted from seed downstairs and transplanted are really popping now. These ones are called White Snowflake. I got the seeds from MI Gardener, and then those ones are called Black Prince. They're kind of like almost like a wine red purple. Those ones I got from Baker Creek, which I think it's rareseeds.com. And then there's some other ones in here. I think there's Oriental Lanterns, but they're all starting to really pop and they're going to be really beautiful. They are quite tall, so I mean, it's still fun and quite lovely. Uh, Watermelons are kind of taking off. I have a volunteer snapdragon plant from all the years that I always have snapdragons in this corner. My mom was helping me weed that bucket last year and she shook it out and obviously seeds went everywhere. Come on, Stell, hold on. Dad's coming. Gotta wait. But we have quite a bit going on here. The beautiful hanging baskets. Dad's pulling in for his birthday. Taking a garden update. Yeah, so we have the watermelon plants. Those are starting to go nicely. Hopefully they speed up a little bit faster as with the warm weather. But yes, hanging baskets. Those are those butterbush squash. They're kind of like mini butternut squash. Onions. I might actually pick a couple of those for dinner tonight to put in some grilled vegetables. The Roma, there are a lot of Roma tomatoes under there, and I'll take pictures and post on my Facebook later of those. The Cherokee purples, there's, I'd say, at least a good amount of tomatoes on there now. I don't know if you can see, there's one in there. German lunchbox, there's a good handful in there too. They're kind of like a size of a Roma. And then eggplants, so we got a lot going on there. Carrots. This is a Cherokee purple that I got from the garden center, and I see a tomato on there, so that's fun, but it's pretty short, to be honest with you, compared to the one I have over there. So that's the difference between starting your own seeds and buying it at the store. About, I'd say, at least a couple feet. Back there is the Baby Boomer cherry, and there's dozens, if not almost 100 tomatoes on there. This one's called, it's an orange tomato, so it's like an heirloom, and I know there's some on there. And then this one is a yellow tomato, so excited to see those. And we have the, hi baby, you're a good girl, huh? Potatoes. Some of them are almost ready to be harvested because they're starting to die back. Hold on, Stell. And I did harvest that one pot of purple potatoes, but we ate them. And I tried to replant some, so we'll see if we get a fall harvest. You can't eat those. Sorry, honey. Come on. Just smelling the fertilizer. Pasta garden. A little bit of yarrow. Starting to look pretty. They're like mini daisies. Come on, Stell. And bird life. Geraniums, hang basket, my little dragon garden, and it's all coming up really nicely. So we have more white, they're called White Snowflake snapdragons. We have the Black Prince that are looking really gorgeous, more Black Prince. Petunias that are kind of tucked away now. Got that big petunia bucket. Those ones are called Oriental Snapdragon. So they're like pink and almost like a red, pink, and yellow. And then the yarrow is starting to really come up. I'm excited to see those heads on them flower eventually. But got yarrow all around. Some dahlias coming up and gladiolas. Hi, baby. We have my little bucket planter. There's snapdragons in the center. I actually can't remember which one of these I planted, but just based off of the height, I think they are the Oriental Lantern snapdragons. I'm going to mispronounce this, but I want to say it's called Ageratum. I'm phonetically pronouncing it. I'll spell it out in the description. Petunias, gladiolas. There are some daisies and all sorts of fun stuff in there. Then we have the perennial raised bed. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Dahlias. There's some bulbs I planted I should probably pull. There's a FedEx guy across the street that Stella is interested in. My urban apple trees. Again, no flowers on them right now, so we just missed the cutoff for that. Come on, Stella. And we have, okay, thank you, more yarrow. So these ones are doing really well. I think they're going to flower soon. I don't know what color these are. I want to say they're white probably. And then we have those crazy daisies and petunias and gladiolas. Come on, honey. We'll go to the back. Are you a good girl? Yeah. Our little bird friends are building a nest again. That's been there for a few years, and all these different birds just keep taking it over. But somebody's gonna lay some eggs. At least his wife is, because that's a guy. So I transplanted a bush, and I'm pretty sure I killed it. So I'll have to plant something else there, as you can see. But we have bachelor buttons, and calendula are looking beautiful, and the cosmos are looking gorgeous, and the marigolds. And we have a few volunteer tomato plants back there. I'll get a better angle when I go around the fence, but my squash are really taking off. Snapdragons, zinnias, the bud heads are on there, but yeah, here's some squash. It's winter squash, so that'll take a bit yet. The sunflowers are starting to bloom, and I have all different kind, but there's several heads on a few of the varieties. That guy is a big boy. I don't even know how many feet that is. That's got to be 7 feet tall. So, but they're very, very pretty. I really like the red ones because they're just different. But that one's a little different too. It's kind of orange. We have our zucchini, all 4 varieties. The yellows are in here. That's a regular one, Italian stripe. And then I'm probably going to pick this one. It's a Palermo zucchini. It's got almost like a light green white skin. Probably gonna pick that for dinner tonight to include with some grilled vegetables for my parents and my aunt and uncle that are coming over for my dad's birthday. Eggplants. Cucumber seeds are coming up. I probably heavily seeded those more than I should, so I'll have to thin out those seedlings. I don't know what I'm gonna plant here, but probably nothing, because I'll have to expand this for the cucumbers. We have those carrots and garlic and a lot of onions, and I'm gonna have to start picking them because that one I must have hit a double header that I planted, but they're getting pretty big, so I should really pull those up. I did plant more yarrow next to my old playhouse from when I was little, and that's coming up nice. Put a little hanging basket. Got some bunch of hostas. Oh, there's another sunflower over there that I had tucked away. But I mean, they're really starting to bloom. So when they really get in full summer, so probably I'd say after the 4th, it's going to really pop. Be a lot more color. But we have the green stalks filled with peppers. Now, like, there's so much going on here. It's ridiculous. Everywhere I look, there's peppers. Beans. These are purple beans that are going to start. There's peppers everywhere. Got the lemon tree, orange tree, my red, white, and blue baskets, more cosmos. That's the aster, and it's starting to get a head on it, so that'll be really pretty. Calendula. Come on, Stell. That was a houseplant, and it's actually quite pretty. I want to say it's a succulent, but I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll have to do Plant Snap or something. This was that volunteer tomato plant, and it has a flower on it. I want to say it's a Tommy Toe, but we actually aren't sure because I had a couple kinds out here, but I'm guessing it's a Tommy Toe. My other green stalk, I gotta get rid of some of this lettuce because it's just not going to do good now that it's getting hot, but there's a lot of it. Anybody needs mint, please, please. I have too much of it in both of them. I should never plant mint every year. I never learn. And this is that lemon tree that I was trying to rehab, and it is really doing well. A bunch of flowers, so hopefully I get lemons. They're quite beautiful, and they smell really good. Quit eating the leaves. So yeah, a bean plant down there, rosemary, but there are actually quite a few tomato plants. There's that, I think there's a few more in there probably too. We're just gonna let them go and see what happens. And then we have our planters out here from Mexico. Those are pretty. Petunias, pansies, geraniums, begonias, and geraniums, and that is about it. So, oh, the cucumber. Not cucumber. Cantaloupe that Stella tried to eat last time I took a video. Now it's a lot bigger, so don't eat it again. But anyways, happy Friday, everybody. Have a great day.